Right, welcome back everyone. Right, this one ain't going to be a long video. This video, I had a few comments asking me about a few people have got the double D Raider coil. They've had a bit of chatter, which I've hopefully helped them sort it out. I've had a few nice comments back saying thank you very much for the help. Also I had a comment asking about with the big Reaper coil. A few people are finding that even when they're using the pinpointer function, they are digging absolutely massive holes. Now, I won't lie, when I first went out with the Reaper coil, I did use the pinpointer function and I did dig a big hole. Usually, I don't use the pinpointer function. I will use the coil to locate the coin either to the back of the coil or to the front of the coil. So what I'll do is I'll show you a little video of what I mean in a minute. The mode that we'll be running in, I will show you as well when we turn the machine on. On the floor down here, we've still got the markings from the last one, but down here we've got a Victoria shilling, 18 something, and we have a Roman. Now, silver Romans ring up in the 50s, 52, 54, 56, and a silver shilling, I believe this ring up in the 68s. We'll see in a minute anyway, but I believe that's what it rings up in. Even though they're both silver, it's just crazy how different the tone is to one of these silver Romans than it is to a shilling. So that is why, if you're out and you're on a bit of land and there's not a lot of iron, I would say run it in all metal mode, discriminate 2, sensitivity 2 from top, run it in multi-frequency mode, ground balance it every half hour, as I say. But as I always say in most of my videos now, when I do these test videos, whenever you stick a new coil on your machine, always reset the machine. If you watch my previous video, it shows you how to reset it. It's really simple and easy. So right, let's get on. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the top of the coin, and I'm gonna give you a rough idea how I dig smaller plugs by using the coil as the pinpointer instead of actually using the function itself. Right, I'll see you in a minute. We've got the apex on, got it in sensitivity 2 from top, volume 3. Iron grunt we turned off, we don't need it for this test. Multi-frequency mode, channel 7. We're running it in coin mode. Right, now this is how I find how I dig smaller plugs without actually having to use the pinpointer function on the machine itself. Sorry, the wire's in the way. So right, this is, as you can see there, the shilling's just down there, and this is how I do it, and hopefully it might help a few of you out. Right, as you can see, we go across the coin, machine's picking it up lovely. Just keep going past it, come back on it, still a lovely signal. So I'll go back over it, come back off it. Right, so where I would dig would be roughly round about there, because the last signal you had, if you go past it, I mean you can use the back of the coil if you like, go past the signal, so you know if it's there. Oh, you would dig just in front of it, dig backwards towards here. You only have to do a small plug, and I can guarantee most of the time you will find the item straight away, and you will find that you're digging smaller plugs. And that's how I started off, and as I say, I've not really gone back and used the pinpointer function since I've learned how to do this. So give it a try, and as I say, you watch the difference that it will make. But as I say, once you go over the signal, come back just an inch, dig from there, round circle, because it's always going to be right in that middle bit. So it's going to be right on the front of the coil, so round about there. And I'll tell you what, you will dig a lot of smaller plugs. Now, I'll get the silver Roman and I'll put that next to it, and I'll show you the two different tones that the two coins make, even though that they're full silver. Right, back in a minute. Right. Just down there in front of us, we've got the silver Roman. I'll just see if I can zoom up on it. There's the silver Roman there, and the shilling is just there. Now, both full silver, but I'll just show you the two tones that you can get from probably over nearly 2,000 years probably, because that silver Roman there is 250 BC. It was a Roman coin that was brought over when the Romans first invaded. So, well, I'll just show you. Let's back the camera out a little bit so we can get the whole picture in. Right. $55, $56. Still a lovely tone. It goes up a tiny little bit, but it's usually in the 50s. But then you go over to the shilling. I mean, I know the shilling's slightly bigger, which may give off a bit of a higher target tone, but every Roman that I've found has been 53, 54 in the soil, and every coin that I've found that have been shillings or threepences or anything like that have all been in the 65s into the 80s like that. So you can hear the two totally different tones there. But hopefully, as I say, the pinpointing part, hopefully that will help you just to and I'll dig just there, and there you have it. And most time, as I say, I usually get the target. I'll get the target most time. Maybe once or twice you might dig it slightly bigger, but I mean, the size of the hole I dug the other day, using the pinpointer setting on the Garrett Apex, it did turn out to be a big hole. So I hope this helps. I've got a tip with the headphones, which will be coming up next. So we'll just turn the Apex off, and I'll be back with you in a second. First thoughts on the Reaper coil. Now, I only did a little test today. As I showed you in the video a minute ago, well, I explained, I did do a few big holes. So I started to use the front of the coil, and before you know it, I was digging a lot of tiny little holes, and we had some really nice Romans out of it. The other thing I wanted to talk about, a few people have said to me, now, every now and then, the headphones disconnect, or they're near pylons, and electrical pylons seem to make it lose signal, or it cuts out, or it crackles. Now, if you're under electrical pylons and you've got the wireless zlinks, I'd always take a spare pair of headphones with you, because you do get a bit of interference through these when you go under electrical pylons. I always use wired ones. It's a shame they didn't put a little jack plug in there or something, maybe, that you could just plug in. Now, you do get a jack plug that comes with the Apex that you can put on the end, so you can take extra headphones with you, and it has got a jack plug in the back of the Apex as well itself. So always carry a spare pair of headphones with you, especially if you're underneath pylons, and you won't have any problems at all. The Apex doesn't play up under the pylons, but the headphones do crackle out a little bit. A few people said, oh, I'm out sometimes, they disconnect, and I'm not sure what the problem is. Now, I found a lot of people turn their headphones on, stick their headphones on, and they just go. Now, with the zlinks, if you're swinging right-handed, if you're swinging right-handed, and you've just turned them on, say, for instance, I mean, the battery's dead because I've used them. If you're a right-handed swinger, always have the on and off button on the same side that you're swinging, and the volume button on the opposite side. So if you're a right-handed swinger, this would be on your right ear, and this one would be on your left ear, the volume one. And I'll tell you what, you won't have any problems at all, because I did at first have a few problems where they were disconnecting, and then since I've turned them round and I've had it done that way, I've not had a problem since. So give that a try, guys. But as I say, if there's anything else that you want to know, anything else you want to know about, any different coils, or any more different kind of settings you're interested in, leave a comment below and I will see what I can do. But I'm hoping that I've helped you guys out tonight, and happy hunting.